So it looks like Erica Mena, now fired member of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, is slamming the show for their special colorism conversation that will be airing tonight after she was fired for her anti-black statements against Spice. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we covered the firing of Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta when it happened a few weeks ago. And all of the fallout and Erica Mena's apology that she issued to TMZ before she issued anywhere else. So now Erica Mena is slamming the show after it was announced earlier today that they were doing a special conversation on colorism. So shout out to our friends over at Jay's Reality Blog on Twitter. They write this from the Love and Hip Hop account, said, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, racism, colorism, and the uncomfortable truth will air after tonight's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta finale. They said it will feature Spice, Yandy, Jock, Scrappy, Sierra, Amy, and Rashida, who will be discussing the Erica Mena firing as well as their own experiences with racism. So as you may recall, the reason why we're even having this conversation was because Erica Mena was having an argument with Spice on the reality show. And then in turn, after Spice talked about Erica Mena's parenting, she called her a blue monkey, a monkey, and then started to make monkey sounds. As we know, this was filmed months ago, and production and the network decided to keep Erica Mena on until the backlash hit the social media and this aired. And they were forced to let her go, releasing a statement that they do not support her comments and that you will see the fallout of those comments during the show. Well, there's been a lot of back and forth on whether or not Erica Mena should have been fired. Some people say that Erica Mena and Spice should have been fired as well. Erica Mena, a few weeks later, after this all was playing out and after she was fired from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and also the show on the all-black network, Hush, she said this in a statement. I deeply regret my insensitive comment and want to humbly apologize to anybody I hurt or offended by my thoughtlessness. My choice of words was wrong, and I take full responsibility for what I said. I am committed to listening to the voices of those affected and will work toward making amends. As a woman of color and the mother of 2 black children, I want to make it clear that my use of the word was not in any way racially driven. She says, that said, I do understand the gravity of what I said and want to use my platform to promote inclusivity and equality. So as I said before, tonight, the network will be airing this special on colorism and racism. And it looks like Bambi had a comment saying simply interesting. And then Erica Mena decided to write this long comment about this whole special. So this is what Erica has to say about the network and production doing this after the fact. She says, I think it's absolutely fair that I speak under this post, especially because I was indeed filming nonstop for 7 months after the actual incident between me and the other individual happened, Spice. The network chose to still film with me nonstop, which is why I was used as the baseline story for the whole second half of this actual season. She said they had this footage for months. They chose to edit it how they wanted and aired it. It is only now they are desperate trying to save face and using me to do so. She says, if I'm being used to set an example, why was I not a part of this roundtable discussion? Why are they so desperate to film nonstop right now to make up for everything I shot that can't be used now? Desperate to save face, but true, and the only reason a statement was even made by the network was because of the backlash. Not because they truly believed what I said was a racial slur. She says the fact that they are now making a mockery of the situation by using individuals who have indeed said things just as bad. Messy Yandy herself in 2015 at Hot 97 on air called me an ass monkey. To try and save face for this network's sponsors is pathetic. If you really wanted to save face, why not have the two women who are just as wrong in that scene have this conversation, since now the network feels it needs to be had? Well, here's a couple of things that I have to say about this. First of all, shout out to VH1 for even doing this conversation and it being moderated by someone I hope has the experience to do the moderation, unlike Andy Cohen. And also for holding a separate space and not a reunion to have this conversation. Although a lot of you have said the same thing that Erica's saying, and I think she's been reading the comments saying that, well, why did they wait so long to address this? Why did they wait until this aired and they had backlash to fire Erica Mena? That can be argued. I don't know their stance. It does seem like their stance is more reactive than proactive. And she does have valid points in regards to they did use her for whatever reason for this show. However, I have to say, it would have been interesting because if we are trying to teach people instead of just punish people for ignorant behavior, having her at the table to learn something probably would have been one of the best and most interesting things to watch on television. So although what she's saying here is valid, I also believe that this is not the first incident of Erica Mena displaying anti-Black behavior. All of you have said it countless times in the comment section when we've covered this story. But if we really, truly want to make a difference in this world, if we really, truly want people to learn and grow and evolve and understand how, although you don't believe it was racially driven in your apology, how you can see and understand the history of what you said and did and mocked in that scene. Do I think that Erica Mena can learn and grow after she's been rewarded year after year with thousands and thousands of dollars? Can she learn and grow? Well, nothing's impossible. But her bad behavior has been rewarded time after time. And this is why, how many years later that we were originally introduced to Erica Mena, that she's still doing the same thing and still not taking any accountability. But having her be a part of this conversation would have been interesting. And then later, if something else happened with Erica Mena with the same behavior, well, we can say then, well, we gave you many opportunities to do better and you have not. Look, these types of decisions, no one is perfect when, especially as a network, or as a production company, as an employer, making the right decisions for these types of things is learning and growing as well. I'm glad that they're having the conversation. I'm glad that they have created a space to have the conversation. But I want to know your thoughts, guys. Do you think that Erica Mena should have had a seat at this table so that she could listen and learn and grow? Or do you think that, no, she shouldn't be at this table because she probably would have been disruptive as opposed to listening when she should be listening instead of speaking? Guys, let's continue this conversation in the comments section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you. Follow my lead.